Hello flatties and globe defenders, it's Critical Think from Down Under. In this video I'm going to examine an observation I did in Perth, one which duplicates an observation that Wolfie6020 did. And these observations conclusively support the globe, and they do demonstrate that the flat earth is not a supportable hypothesis. And I'll explain why.
Wolfie just recently put out another video with a repeat observation of Bathurst Lighthouse from Princess Street in Perth. I was in Perth in January the 27th this year, and I also repeated this very same observation. Let's take a look first at the 30-metre observation. Here's the observation Wolfie did 2 years ago, and we'll look at that now.
Coming out.
And he did it again very recently.
Way so you can see my location clearly.
Greater Sapien and I were there in January this year, and here I am on the opposite side of the street performing this observation. And this is the result. So here are the three different views of the lighthouse. As you can see, they are all very similar. Well, you flatties will say, big deal, it looks flat to me. I see no side-to-side curve, and thanks for proving flat earth. Yeah, I've heard it all. And for the umpteenth time, you cannot notice a lateral curve until you get to about 40,000 feet high. I'm sick of explaining this, and I don't care what Neil deGrasse Tyson may have said about that. Right now we are zoomed in on Bathurst Lighthouse. Believe it or not, flatties, what you see here destroys the flat earth. It's apparently very difficult for flatties to grasp this, but this observation by itself fully supports the globe and shows clearly that the earth is not flat. You don't need anything hidden by the curve to see that there must be a curve. I've explained this in an earlier video, and I'll summarize it again here. Anyone see the globe here? Anyone see the curvature? Don't think so. But it is there for all to see except for those that refuse to see it. I'll give you a clue. The observer height is 30 metres. The focal height of the lighthouse is also 30 metres. So where is eye level, people? You see, the defining hypothesis of a flat earth is that the earth should be flat. In this case, the flat earth mantra is that the horizon rises to eye level, except that it does not. That kind of cooks that goose, doesn't it? If the earth is indeed flat, the flatness should extend beyond that lighthouse, and there would be no horizon right there where you can see where it is. The flatness should extend so far out that it would appear to rise to eye level. But where is eye level? On a flat earth it's on that red line. There is only one reasonable conclusion from this. The earth is not flat. Now this is very difficult for flatties to visualize. There's no actual flat earth to compare it to. So I have rendered this presupposing a flat plane, and this is what you should see. You should see the water all the way out there behind the island, behind the lighthouse, rising up to eye level. But we don't see that. And no matter, even if you presuppose a flat earth, you still cannot get a flat earth result. The presupposition is defeated by the observation. It's wrong. The earth is not flat. And in order to overcome this obvious globe earth proof, flatties will try to counteract with what I will call the excuse of the day. The excuses are many and varied, often contradicting one another, But it doesn't matter to a flatty. Any excuse at all to make sure the answer is flat. The alternative is too painful for them to admit. Too much ego and emotional investment in the flat earth outcome. Bad science. One of the excuses is the horizon forms a vanishing point. I have no idea how that is supposed to work, because if it was a vanishing point, then everything vanishes there. But that's not what happens. I can see clouds and sunlight clearly behind this so-called vanishing point. The horizon cannot be a visual effect if I can see things behind it. Are they trying to say we can see through the flat earth now? And if the real horizon was higher than the horizon we actually see, then how come we can see the sun cut off at the exact same place we see the horizon at? If you want to cling to this vanishing point, or limit of sight, or whatever, then the horizon doesn't rise to eye level. So you can't have your horizon rising to eye level and at the same time not rising to eye level. That just doesn't work. Well, this will be the end of part 1. In part 2 I'll look at the 2-metre observation, and I'll discuss why people may mistakenly think the Earth is flat and why Wolfie is not a liar because he publishes pictures of the globe Earth.